What's up, guys? Welcome back to our
Back.
real estate insight. Today, I think George just want to talk about something
Yep.
important to him, and he came up with this topic. He said, "Remy, let's just, it's all this glory and glamour
hmm
in real estate that we keep talking about, but nobody talks about the BS that we have to deal with." So today's
Exactly.
topic is why you shouldn't become a real estate agent. And here's a couple of the reasons, right, that you should not think about real estate if you are not able to. Go ahead, George. Tell me
There you
your
go.
story.
Let's jump straight
How,
into it. Yeah. Why should I become a real estate agent? Think about the roller coaster of emotion, guys, right? The highs and lows of the market, the late night up because the buyer or seller may not agree on negotiation terms, because of appraisals, inspections, a lot of things you don't realize when you first hear about freedom, financial freedom. I want to be a real estate agent. I want to pick my own time, choose my time.
want to be
Guys,
my own CEO.
be on CEO, guys. You're working 60-hour weeks if you're doing it right. 60-hour weeks. To go right into the first point is the emotional roller coaster that it is. When the market is high, you're high. When the market's low, you're low. Get ready for heartfelt nights with yourself and a lot of alcohol.
We're not promoting that, man. We're not
Yeah,
promoting it. I'm trying to
every
stop
morning,
over here.
with joy and disappointment. If you prefer a more stable environment, right, a steady cash flow, stable emotions, being like sleeping pretty well at night, don't become a real estate agent. That's my first caveat. The second one is responsibility. It's sometimes overwhelming, right? I'm not sure if you experienced this from me. I'm pretty sure you have it in
I
the
did.
two, 3 decades.
I did. Yeah. Because you're helping somebody make the biggest
Exactly.
decision in their life. If you're not really responsible, right? Because there's a roller coaster. It's not the responsibility that comes into becoming a real estate. And when you are a real estate agent, it takes over, right? Because
Yeah.
you gotta be an individual that could be trusted, that could be helping guide buyers and sellers through the process, right? You don't want the responsibility, don't become a real estate agent.
Exactly. And there's a lot of pressure from it because as you said, you're acting on someone else's behalf. Your duty is to them, to the buyer and the seller. And sometimes you build relationships and you get emotionally attached to deals.
Yes.
Emotionally attached to clients, and it becomes a harder task to kind of disassociate when you go home. And so that's another thing you guys have to be aware of. It can be emotionally challenging, especially when you're in negotiations and closing table and unforeseen obstacles. There's always gonna be a problem. Real estate is problem solving.
Right.
I'm gonna say that right now. As an agent, you are problem solving. Guys gotta make a mental note of that. But go straight to number 3, right? Work-life balance. That's what you guys came into real estate for. Work-life balance. You want to be able to go at 2 o'clock to go drive someone to the airport, or do you want to go pick up groceries at 4, or go pick up your kids anytime? But the reality is that you're working long hours if you want to be a successful agent. Especially if you want to be a buyer's agent, you got to show these buyers some homes, and that goes. You can sometimes be out at 7 o'clock. You can be out 9 o'clock. You can be out on the weekends. If you do it right, there's a possibility. But in your first 2 to 3 years, you're gonna be around everywhere. You're gonna be driving around like a maniac. So be aware of that.
Yeah.
And then for number 4, you're facing rejection. Be ready to face a lot of rejection. You're going to build a hard, tough shell from this. When you're cold calling, when you're door knocking, when you move around, you're going to get cursed at. If you don't like getting cursed at, if you don't like dealing with obstacles and rejection, don't become a real estate agent. You're quickly going to have to get used to going through that process. And you can tell from my messed up hair and my under eye bags, it takes a toll on you.
Me losing my hair, it does take a toll on you, bro.
Man, let's see what happens in 10 years. To jump to the last one, guys, is again number 5. It ties on to number 3 a bit. Is the emotional investment you have. I still get calls from past clients. I still have conversations with them, and you're gonna be in the roller coaster with them. You're going to have turmoil from it, and it can be exhausting. It can truly
again, that leads to where clients will. I mean, listen, I'll
be a
show you
therapist
100
almost.
homes. I don't care. That's my attitude, right? This is your dream home. This is where you're gonna live. But then again, don't get emotionally invested with what the outcome is gonna be. Because
Yes.
if they're gonna go ahead and buy a house and they're gonna decide not to buy a house, don't get emotionally attached to that, right? Because a
Yeah.
lot of the agents get into the real estate. Oh, I want to make a sale. I want to make a sale. Listen, it is the biggest investment that clients will ever make. And your duty is to show them every freaking house that's available to them, so that way they can make the best decision of their life. So don't get involved if you're not ready for an emotional investment into
Yep.
your clients, into the dream. That could be exhausting. So So what's the conclusion on this? What's your personal conclusion?
In inclusion of the emotional demands, the time it demands, and just flexibility and range of emotions to navigate through is going to keep you from this path. If you can't handle it, I would not recommend it. Simple as that. You have to be self-aware in choosing a profession that matches the lifestyle you want to live and how much you can handle. You are an entrepreneur. Remember that. And that's just pretty much what I have in conclusion, guys. If you can't handle anything that we talked about, do not become a real estate agent. If you think you can, join EXP, your real estate expert.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. If you think about that, we will help you get over this, but we want to teach you a couple of ideas of why you should become a real estate agent. Everybody wants to make you a real estate agent.
Yeah.
And you're not investing your time into this. You're not ready to learn. You're not ready to be coached. And all you want to do is quick money. Listen, this is not for you, right? I mean, at the end of the day, I could be very frank with you. There's only 5% of the agents make any kind of money. 95%. I think when you set a ratio in 90 days, almost 98% of the agents do fail first 90 days. So make sure that you're ready for this emotional roller coaster. But if you are serious about it, if you want to move forward, give us a call. You'll see our link below. Hit us up. We'll help you. We picked the right company right now, which is EXP Realty. Do research.
Definitely.
I'd love to sit down with you. Have an amazing day, guys.
Amazing day, guys.
Call us if you need any help regarding real estate on becoming an agent. Thank you.